Hello, 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 all my beautiful, amazing, and once again, fantastic machine heads. Welcome, welcome, welcome back to episode number 29 on the Piney Acres map, the Empty Pockets Challenge, where we try to clear every single tree off this map and make us one ginormous field. We have gone through chickens, we have gone through sheep, and now we're on to cows. You guys know who've been following along, but how is everybody doing today? I hope you guys are all doing great. I hope you guys are all doing fantastic and awesome and all the wonderful things that I can hope for every single one of you that's watching this. I hope you guys are doing great. Happy Monday to you all. I hope it's all doing well and you made it through your weekend, and then we get set up. Well, anyways, we got a lot of selling to do. As you can see now, we've pumped ahead. We left off last time on March. We are now into May. We are getting lower on money, but we're still going to make some money. So we're going to, first and foremost, we're going to buy us our 1,000 cows. We're already there. So we're going to do that first. And then we're going to feed them. I've already got the total mixed rations, the water ready to go for them. I paid for that. It was $248,000 for the TMR for 5 million liters. So that's not too bad. So we're going to see what we actually make today. So we're going to take our 1.6. Well, first of all, let me show you guys here. We have 1,404,000 liters of milk and 2,635,000 slurry. So we're going to purchase this, and then we're going to add the 238. Well, let's say just roughly 200,000. And then we're going to see how much this is going to cost us. 1.6 million. So we're going to go here. We're going to go 1,000. 1.65 million. So we're going to say 1.6 million. So we're at 1.8 million gone right off the top. So it's now going to take them 4.2 million liters per month. Okay, so we've got 5 million liters in here. So we'll do this. We'll dump this off here. It's going to have a little bit left in it because it had a little bit in it when I started, and it only holds. It had 140,000 in it. So we can shut that down. Now they're fed. Bing. All right, so then we're going to come over here with our water. We got 1 million liters of water ready to go. Start this up. So I do have music that I did add to the game. And maybe if I have to put out a time lapse or two, I'll be able to use that. I've got some copyright free music that I got from a good friend, Empty Pockets. That is really awesome and really awesome and really awesome. I just want to give the person a shout out when I get it up there. It is now in the in-game radio. It has been added, so it's an actual copyright free music that's added to the radio station of Fs22, and I hope that he brings it to Fs25. So this is going to take a while. So let's get this started, and then we're going to tab over. We've got 10 million liters of wood chips. Oh, and you know what? I almost forgot. Let's get you guys up here. And get you guys here and here and here. Now, as you can see, now let me go a little bit faster so I can show you what I've done. Now, off camera, I went ahead and planted this, seeded it. So I changed a little seeder, so we only got half of it that's 50%, and the other half's 100%. But this is ready to go in soybeans. So we're going to fertilize that again probably today, on camera, so we can get some stuff done. As you can see, look how far we've cleared. All the way over to here now. That's where my Brooks is. This is it. This little section here is all that's left, and then I have to go right here, and I'll give you an idea where we're at. Let's see. Whoops, right here. See where we're at. So you can see where this juts out a little bit. That's this piece of property here. Juts in. That's this piece of property. Juts in. So we're right about in here right now. So I do have a little bit more trees here, but then we're wrapping up. Then field 26 is done. Then we're going to come up here and start working on the mountain. Because remember, we want to flatten this all out. So we got to get 20 done. We want to get that done, and I'll show you what's going to happen over here. But anyways, as you can see, look how far we've gone. This is crazy. But look how far we still have to go. Oh, and I was going to show you. I always forget to show you guys. Thank you for reminding myself, Fury. Get my mouse out. 17,000 trees. 17,000 is what we've cleared. 93.37 hours we've played on it. 8 minutes so far today. So we're literally really close to that 100-hour mark 5 years into the map already. So like I told you guys on episode 1, when we get to 100 hours, then we've accomplished something that very few people do on maps. 100 hours is a long time. And that, for me, like I talked about, first of all, let me thank you guys for all the wonderful, amazing comments that you guys left on my last video. I kind of opened myself up a little bit to you guys, letting you guys know a little bit of inside information for myself. Thank you guys for the wonderful comments. But yeah, 17,000 trees just for here. Just in this little quarter section of the map. And we are literally, I'll show you, literally a quarter of the map. See where our Brux is? Right at the end there? We're literally almost right to here and here. This has all been cleared. So it's like a quarter of the map is 17,000. So we probably got another 17,000 up here. And that's it. So what we're going to do next, after we get that one cleared off, that section over there, and get it all leveled up, then we're going to come up here. And as you can see, what we're going to start doing is, this is going to be the tricky one. So it's going to be a lot of chainsaw work, a lot of cutting down, a lot of Brux running up and down the mountain. Then we're going to flatten it all the way up to the end of the map up here. Okay, so it'll bring the map. Hopefully it lets me get just on the outside of this so you guys can see. Might not be able to, but it's going to bring it. Maybe we can try to get down here where you can see. It'll bring it down to about this level down here. So it'll flatten it all out. But what an amazing job on this map. You can see just how up in the air it is. See, they built it. And if you go over here where we flatten it down, you can kind of see under the map. Not many people can get over here, but because I have the additional game settings, I can fly over here and I can get on the outside of the map. So I'll show you what it underneath the map looks like. I don't think many of you have seen this. Okay. Get underneath the map. You can see where they placed all the trees. And the map way down there, you see the shop? That's where he started. And he just kind of terraformed it up. Isn't that kind of neat? So when you get rid of all the trees and you get rid of all those stumps and you cut them all down and you flatten it, you're going to come all the way down to the original map level. Down here. See that? Isn't that kind of neat? Not many people show that for a map. I don't even know if we can go under it. We might be able to. Yep. Well, no, we can't. It'll just going to bring us back up. But that's what you get. That's what's underneath the map. That's what always is underneath every map when they terraform them and everything. Just you can't see it. You can see where I painted the grass on the side. It's kind of weird. But then we're going to work on this, and it'll be leveled down to that level down there. That's the original map level. And then it's going to go crazy across here like this. All the way level, all the way level. And then we're going to make us, at the very last few little bits of the map, we're going to make this one massive soybean field. Now, see how this is grown? I don't care if it grows in. I have seasons turned off on purpose. Okay? We're going to make ourselves a border all the way across, and we're going to make the entire map one giant soybean field, and then we're going to start harvesting it, and we're going to see how many millions of liters we get off of it. We're going to write it down on a little pad, whether it's on my phone or I'll keep track. The only building I can't get rid of is this one. So we're going to be making a field around that. That will be now our home base. So we're going to move all our equipment down to here. As soon as the cows are done, then they're going to be gone. We're going to keep them for 1 month. So let's get out of here. Let's keep going. Like I told you guys last time, we are going to go right around 20 to 25 minute videos. Maybe 30 minutes tops. We're not going to put a time limit on it per se, but we're going to do what we can. We're going to be right in the middle of a little shorter videos, but not long videos. We're getting set up on that. We bought our cows, so we're now going to, we fed them, and our slurry's ready to go. So we were $1.8 million in debt. Okay? We'll see what we make now from all of our wood chips, all of our stuff that we've got. So let's see what 2 million liters, 2.5 million liters, 2.6 million liters sells for a slurry. So these little vans, I'm telling you, a lot of people don't like them. They're not even close to being realistic, but they're kind of really helpful. I can hold 10 million liters in this thing. That's a lot of product. I mean, that's absolutely crazy. And they sell super fast when you hit over here. Okay. 81,000 just in slurry alone. Now, if I was going to put that on, which reminds me, I am done with this. Sorry, there's my ADD kicking in again. I'm done with this. Okay. If I was to put that in a fertilizer, that 2 million liters of that, I'd have had 2 million liters of, I'd have made $2 million off that. But we're not into it for making money. As long as I have enough to buy the next month's cows, I have to have 1.6 million. That's all I care about, and enough to buy the food. So, all right. So we were 1.8 million, and that's 81,000. So we're going to see how close we break even. Now there's 1 million liters in here. This is going to be quite the chunk. Now we're going to tab over to our wood chips. Now we make about $100,000 for every 1 million liters. So this should be pretty close to $1 million. Should be pretty close. We're going to be either right on the cusp or really close to it. And then with the milk, we're going to be making enough. So basically my goal is to make pretty much $2 million a day, which is the 1.6 million to buy our cows. And then we give ourselves a $500,000 leeway to buy the TMR. And like I said, while we're waiting, we can always mow this if we have to. Remember, we planted this. This is an actual field. But there's a lot of product, and this isn't even close to the money that I could be making. And remember, we're only about halfway. We're at 12,000 cows now. We still got 8,000 more, and we make, for the 11,000, we made $1.4 million in milk. So we're going to be making about $3 to $4 million of milk a day, per day. So that's going to be quite a bit. All right, let's see what our wood chips sell for. 547,000. So the price has gone down considerably. I would guess that's probably 50. I would guess that's probably 50 or 60 because we're selling wood chips every day. Yep, 54. That's what I guessed. So we made 500,000. But right now we have enough right now in the bank to buy next month's cows. And that's not saying that. Now, what I wanted to point out is 1,000 trees gives me about 15 million wood chips. So I have to sell some of them off camera, or I have to stop, and I don't want to do that. I want to keep going with my at least minimum of 1,000 trees every episode, if not more. I mean, it's crazy because you get in here and you get this all set up and you think, oh, I'm just going to do 1,000 trees. And it goes pretty quick. The Brux is pretty quick. I averaged it out to where I'm doing about between 500 and 800 trees every hour. So it literally only takes me a couple hours to do 1,000 trees, literally. It's not that long at all. Oops, let's back this up here. You see how that thing will find it. There we go. Now we're going to go over and grab our milk. Right there. 1.4 million. So you can see that, I mean, we've got, what do we do, 17,000, and we've got 90,000 trees. So there's a lot of millions of liters of wood chips going in and out. Now, there's lots of ways that we could take those wood chips and turn them into lots more money, but the more factories we have, the more time we got to spend, and right now we're really focusing on getting our fields done, getting those cows thing. All right, let's see what our 1.4 million liters of milk sell for. Almost $1 million. So we're just shy of $1 million in milk. So we made 946 and 528. So that's 1.4 million and 81. So just about 1.5 million. So literally we made back what it cost us to buy 1,000 cows. Literally. So that's pretty good. And now next month we'll make even more. So we're going to park this right here. And next month we won't have to do the water either. So, and about halfway through the day we're going to be able to have feed the TMR to these guys. Because I think there's... what's in here still? What's in here still? 1.4 million. So there's quite a bit in there. Actually, no, it's not 1.4 million. That's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1.4 million. It's still in there. That's good. All right. So you see that water, the 2.8 million liters of water will last. Now, I just want to put this disclaimer out there for all of you that think this pen holds that much. No, this has all been edited by me to hold 5 million liters of everything. And I'm going to be a little off because right now it holds. Right now it's taking 4.2 million and we're only halfway. So we're going to have to get 10 million liters a day to feed them twice because it's going to take, if this is for 12,000 cows, another basically 10,000 and we'll be full, it's going to take 8 million liters a day. So we're going to have to get 5 million in the morning and 5 million at night. So it's going to be fun, but I took a guess at it. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go over here because we're going to grab some fertilizer. From this. Bing, bing. And then we're going to take this 3,000 liters and we're going to run over the fertilizer on the front part of this. Because here's what I want to show you what I did. This little thing, I almost lost where I was going there for a second. This little thing right here is the Amazon seeder, Profis Hydro. It is an air seeder, which is super realistic. It just spreads it on the ground. It direct drills it. It kind of puts it on the ground. But it doesn't put any fertilizer down, and it is super tricky to use because it will seed where you don't want it. So as it, I'll show you when we get over here. So as if I was going here, right? If I had a field right next to it, like where that is there, if I'm overlapped at all, it will seed that field and that field at the same time. So it's very important that you get your line straight up and you use your GPS and all that stuff. But the advantage is that I can seed at 11, 12, 13, 14 miles an hour, and I can do it 42 meters wide. And with this thing being 48 meters wide, I can literally do one pass and then one pass of fertilizer. So we've got to fertilize the front half of this field over here because, remember, I didn't fertilize it. I just seeded it. As much as I like the other seeder, it was just getting too slow. I'm getting anxious now to get done. So I want to get this wrapped up. So we'll go ahead and we will fertilize this. And then I think we'll go over and cut 100 trees down. We have not done that in a while. And then next episode, I want to start adding on to this field for you guys. So we're going to actually do this. Let's get this in here. And because we'll do one pass like this, but then we'll set up our GPS. Just so that we can be 100% fertilized and we can't fake it, if you know what I mean. So, but you can see it lasts a long time. I mean, this is like the fourth field. Remember, this is still the same fertilizer I was using way back when I was doing fields. This thing is great. Now, this won't take it over here. I probably shouldn't waste my time with this because this is fertilized. But you see why I gave myself enough room there. Now, I want to do some more research on my music. I was kind of anxious to get that going because I was told by Empty Pockets himself personally that was copyright free. But I get real nervous about it, so I want to test it out first, maybe on a time lapse or something, and see if it is copyright free. Because if it isn't, then I don't want to use it in my videos. But I would like to have some background music going. There we go. And away we go. So I'll hit the cruise control, and off we go. So this should be giving me 100% now. Yep. And then if you see in front of it, it should be only 50. Maybe we're at 100%. Did I go through? Huh. Did I go through and I might have done it, guys. I might have done it. That's all right. We don't have to do it now. That's good. All right. So now we're 100% fertilized. All right. Fury made a mistake. That's all right. I'll be the first one to admit it. So let's go over and we'll chip away at some trees a little bit so you guys can kind of see how I do it. It's kind of neat. My Brux only holds 3 million liters, and then I dump it into the van. Anybody who's watched my series on Oceanside Forest knows how I do it, and then I sell 10 million liters. Now, when it's full, we don't have a silo to put into it, so I have to sell it. So that's unfortunately where we're at, but it is what it is. Or we can start adding on a plow. I think I'll show you guys some trees this time, and then when we come back next time, I'll put it up to where I start plowing. I'm going to take this massive plow right here, this 26 meter wide one. We're going to do 2 passes with it, which is big enough for me to go 1 pass with my fertilizer, 1 pass with my, you know what's funny? I just realized this just now. Look, I've got this fertilizer, and I've got this fertilizer. Which one do we want to use, guys and gals? Which one do we want to use? This one's 48 meters. That's 48 meters. We could probably get a little bit more money back from this if we sold that. I kind of like that thing. So let's sell the other one back. I didn't realize I had 2 of them. Yeah, it's only 21,000. That way we're not going crazy. Because I want to use this. I really am falling in love with this thing. I like my Massey one better for looks-wise. And I'm really excited to bring back the Realistic series. I can't wait. I'm getting really excited about it. But I'm also getting excited to finish this one. And I really want to thank you guys personally for giving me the love, showing the love. It's crazy. All right, so what I do with this, all right, is I lower this down, and this is all we got to do. Ready? Turn it on. Cut the tree down. We want to get away from that because it will throw it in there. 11,000 per tree. This is it. This is how fast you can do trees. Let's try to get 100 trees done before we wrap this video up. What do you think? And that's it. That's all I do. It's very simple. It's almost as quick as cutting the trees down. And then I do this. I do this. So that way we can keep going. And then you can use this way out here and get yourself a nice line going. And you can really cut trees really quickly. And now you guys are actually seeing how quickly that I can do it. I mean, we've already done... I like to do here so I can see what's going on. Right there. 8 trees already in just a couple of seconds. You know what I mean? So this is all I do. I put the music on. I kind of chill out, put my headphones on, and kind of just veg out and kind of zone out and just kind of cut 1,000 trees. I'll do like with my 3 million liters this holds. It holds just about 288 trees, 289 trees, depending on how many, if I want to, like if I'm paying attention. Because a lot of times what will happen is you get going and you're not even paying attention. Next thing you know, it's been full for like 10 trees and you don't realize it. So if I paid attention, it probably holds about 280, but a lot of times I go right to 300 and I don't even pay attention to it. And that's it, But this is it. This is all I do, and it's pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward. It's as close to realistic logging as I can get without having to do legitimate logging, because they do make these machines in real life that actually trip up trees, and I put it on this machine because in real life that's what they're attached to. Anybody, if a YouTube wood chipper, self-propelled wood chipper, it brings these little machines up, and you guys can actually see it on YouTube yourself. You know what I mean? So you can watch these little machines. So it is realistic that they will chip up a tree. Now, will they chip up a 30-foot tree? No. They're notorious for just using like brush and doing little trees like that. But they are real, and they do work, and they do make wood chippers, giant wood chippers. That the ends of them actually have. I'll show you. Let's go here. I'll show you because I've researched this. That's how I know. The ends of them are actually, they have these on them, on the big machines, and they're more for brush. They're more for little trees, maybe like 6-8 inches around. They're not for these big trees, but they'll chop it up. But the wood chips go onto the ground, and then they come with a big wheel loader and they pick up the wood chips off the ground. So that's what they do. But this is as close as I can get to that without having to pull what little hair I have left out of trying to cut these down. Now, guys like MT Pockets and things like that, they make this stuff look easy. I watched his video the other day. If you get a chance, go check his channel out. He's on UK Forest, and he's doing the same challenge where he has to remove the trees. Let's see where we're at. 35 trees already. See that? That's very quickly. And then all I do is go to the additional game settings and get rid of it. But he's cutting them down with these massive tree harvester where he can sit in one spot and he can cut down. I watched him do like 70 to 100 trees, and I don't know how he does it. I don't know. My hat goes off to him. It's like my hat goes off to the people who have the ability to stay focused. Like guys like Russell. Go check his channel out, Russell Whitlock over on YouTube. Go check out Big A. Those guys their channels, and that's awesome. And I can't wait to get to Fs22 where I can start this whole thing new. Where I'm not starting my new channel, but we're gonna, whatever style we pick, we're gonna stay with it. We're just exciting. I'm not saying I'm never ever gonna have a series like this again, but because this has been a major, and I mean major, undertaking. So we're gonna go about we're going to wrap that up right about there. So we've done 50 trees. Let's go one more real quick. And then you can see all these stumps. Now I'll show you a quick way to do this if you have the additional game settings. Here's a quick 50 trees. Shut that down, shut this down. And then you go into the additional game settings. You go to this button right here, remove stumps. And it will remove 50 stumps, and they're all gone now. They're all gone, every one of them. So now we're free to terraform that and everything. Now you got a chance to see what the trees do. You got a chance to see what selling it. So we got enough money for our next round of cows. So when we come back in July, right? April, May, June, and July. When we come back in July, I'll be able to buy it and have money. But I'll probably have a little bit more money because I'll have to sell some wood chips because my little tank will be full. So I'll have to sell some of them. But we may not. We'll see where we're at. But we have enough now. We're making enough, guys. So on that note, we made it through the end of episode 29. We're almost at episode 30 already. It's crazy. So on that note, please, please, please look out for yourselves, look out for each other, and most importantly, look out for each other's families. Be sure to like and subscribe and share. Hit the notification ding bell so you get notified when Fury drops a video. Be sure to enjoy the night, the day, the weekend, whenever you are watching this. And remember, I love you all. And I will catch you right back here in just a few days. There won't be any more videos every single day because I'm kind of busy. So it'll be every other day, every 2 days. We'll see what happens. I'm not going to put myself on a schedule. But this is it. My main focus right now in the next 2 months is getting this cleaned out so that we come back in July. We're ready to go to buy the next piece of property. And I'm going to buy... Well, I'm also going to work on this too. I want to get this to the actual property line. So we're going to clear that out, get this piece of property completely done. Then we'll buy the one over there. And we'll work our way towards that way. So when we come back in July, I want to be over there. And then when we come back to see you guys, I want to start plowing in the next field and buying more cows, obviously. I probably will buy 1,000 cows in June and then 1,000 cows for you guys. So when you come back, so that way we're jumping ahead by 2,000 and we'll be almost wrapped up, guys. So on that note, I love you guys, and I will catch you guys back here in a few days. You got a chance to see a little bit what's going on, how I do things, and next time we'll start making a bigger field. How's that sound? All right, guys, get out of here. Have a good one.